begin this auction from the Hector Styles mansion, we have the treat of the day. This rare collector's item, a genuine hand-wrought 18th century thingamabob. What am I offered? Do I hear $7.83? Sold, the young lady with the cute turned-up nose who happens to be my wife.
Tim, please be careful. If anything gets broken, Mr. Holmes will have our hides.
I can't help it, Sally. I'm so excited about the auction tomorrow. I want to bid on everything here.
This will be our first big auction. And if we can get some of these things, we'll have the best antique shop in town.
In fact, we'll have the only antique shop in Ackerman Falls.
Mr. Holmes was wonderful to let us stay here tonight to look over the things beforehand.
A lot of this stuff is pretty expensive.
I know, but we have enough money to bid on some of the small items.
Old Hector Styles, he just must have been worth a fortune.
I always felt sorry for him, living in this lonely old mansion with only his nurse.
You know, you're right. The old man had everything, and yet he had nothing.
And as for his nephew, Clay Styles, he should be ashamed of himself for neglecting his uncle. He didn't even visit until he heard he was Mr. Styles' heir.
Oh, Clay's not so bad. You know, we were pretty good friends as kids. I understand he went to Europe after college and worked on something over there.
That may be, but... Tim, I wonder what really happened to Hector Styles.
What do you mean?
Everyone knew he was ill, but he died rather suddenly.
I really don't know what you're getting at.
Even Dr. Waring was surprised Mr. Styles died so unexpectedly. A heart disease, they said. But Dr. Waring thought Mr. Styles had a strong heart for a man his age.
So what? Doctors have been wrong before. Have you been listening to the town gossips?
Well, there are people in town who feel Hector met with foul play.
That's nonsense. Just because you're going to spend the night in a gloomy old mansion does not mean you have to be so melodramatic.
I'm not being melodramatic, but this house gives me the creeps.
Oh, hello there. Is there anything you like?
Oh, hello, Mr. Holmes. We're so glad you let us come tonight. There are some excellent pieces here.
Fine, fine. After all, you've always been my favorite young people.
Is this everything to be auctioned?
Oh, no. I have the complete inventory in the library. There's some silverware, some very old damask, and a lot of other items.
You know, I'd like to see that list. There may be other things we'd like to bid on.
I'll be glad to show it to you.
Can you tell us anything about Hector Styles?
There's very little to tell. He was a very rich man, and Clay Styles is his only heir. But then there's Miss Wilson, his nurse. But, except for a very small bequest, everything goes to Clay. That's why Clay is here now. When things are sold tomorrow, the estate can be settled.
I didn't mean that. Do you know anything personal about Mr. Styles? What was he like?
Hector lived a simple life. I met with him a few times when he drew up his will. He was confined to a wheelchair and hadn't left the grounds for the past 10 years. Yes, Hector was a lonely old man.
Do you think anything odd could have happened to him?
What do you mean?
Oh, Sally, don't start that again.
People in town think he was murdered.
What an insane idea. Why, Miss Wilson was the only one here when he died. And anyway, who would possibly want to kill Hector Styles?
But the rumors...
Oh, I'm used to the small town gossip. I've heard it all. And I'm convinced that Hector Styles died a natural death.
Now, I told you that talk was idle gossip. May I see the auction list now?
I'm sorry I mentioned it. Please go on, Tim. I'm going to stay here and look over some more of these pieces. A cassette player? Why, it looks new. This is no antique. I wonder what's on this tape.
because he may overhear my conversation. This tape is my only chance to tell someone what is happening here. No one suspects that my nephew, Clay Styles, is in this country, in this house. I don't know why he has come, but I think he wants to kill me. I'm afraid my food may be poisoned. If anything happens to me, turn this tape over to the police. Arrest Clay Styles for my murder.
I can't believe it. I have to hear this again.
Hello, Sally.
Clay. Clay Styles. I didn't recognize you at first. How long have you been here?
Only a few seconds. I was out in the garden. What's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing at all. You startled me. That's all.
That's the tape recorder I sent Uncle Hector for his birthday. I guess he never had much chance to use it.
No, I guess he was too sick.
But I wonder what it's doing in here. I bet an antique dealer would want it. What were you playing?
I don't know. I don't care for serious music.
Sally, you're trembling. Is there something wrong?
No.
Look, Sally, I don't know what's come over you with the other people in this town. You look at me as though you're afraid of me.
Afraid? Oh, no.
Come off it. You're like the others. Suspicious because I wasn't here with Uncle Hector when he died. Well, he sent me away. Wanted me to study in Europe. I didn't desert him. You must believe that.
But you never came back. Not until now.
That's right. Not for 10 years.
You weren't here when he died?
Of course not. Why do you ask?
Nothing.
You know very well that Polly and I got to Ackerman Falls only 2 days ago. What made you think I was here when my Uncle Hector died? What are you trying to suggest?
Please, Clay.
Tell me, Sally, do you think I had anything to do with my uncle's death?
No, of course not.
Listen to me. I don't know how these stories started or who started them, but something is wrong in this town, and I'm going to find the person who's against me.
Sally, there's some old tapes where I'd like you to see it. Hello, Clay. It's been ages since I last saw you.
No, but apparently you've been hearing plenty about me from her. I've had enough.
What's the matter with him?
Clay killed Hector Styles.
Oh, don't start that again, Sally.
I have proof. I found this tape recording made by Hector Styles, accusing Clay of murdering him.
Does anyone else know about this tape?
No, I don't think so. Clay came in when I was playing it, but I don't think he heard it. What are we going to do?
We'd better put the cassette in a safe place for starters. If Clay knew about it, he'd do anything to get a hold of it.
What happened?
Miss Wilson, did you see anyone in the hall?
No, I was going to the kitchen when I heard a noise in here. Are you hurt, Sally? Someone bumped into me, but I'm all right. The cassette. Tim, it's gone. The cassette's been stolen.
Whoever took the cassette must have gone out through the garden. I'll take a look.
How terrible. Is there anything I can do? You might be able to help, Miss Wilson. Were you here when Mr. Styles died? Yes. I lost a good friend. I was his nurse for a long time. Was there anything unusual about his death? No. He died in his sleep. Dr. Warren said it was a massive coronary. But people in town think he was murdered. Yes, I've heard those stories too. No one killed Hector Styles. I was alone with him when he died. Are you certain there was no one else in the house? Of course I am. But it is a very large place. Then someone might have been here without your knowledge. Yes, I suppose that's possible. Did you leave the house shortly after Mr. Styles' death? Yes. Mr. Holmes, the attorney, stayed with me for 3 days, making an inventory of what was to be auctioned. Then we left. He thought it would be best if I stayed in town until the estate was settled. Yesterday, he asked for me to attend the auction. He said that before the auction, I could take something as a memento. Then the house has been empty since Hector Styles' death? Yes. Yesterday was the first time I came back here in 6 months. Just when did Mr. Stiles die? It was a Sunday morning, March 22nd. Mr. Holmes and I left the house on Wednesday, the 25th. I remember everything that happened that sad day.
That was 6 months ago. I wish we could be certain no one had entered the house since then.
I don't think anything is missing. Mr. Holmes has a complete list of valuables, and he would have mentioned any theft. Sally, I wish you'd tell me what happened here.
Well, whoever turned off the lights and stole the cassette has gone out without a trace. I couldn't even find any footprints.
Cassette? Clay sent Mr. Stiles a tape player, but he never lived to enjoy it. It arrived the morning after his death.
What?
But what's the tape player doing here? I thought I left it in the library. Well, I suppose we'll never know. I hope you'll excuse me. It's been a long day and I'm quite tired. It's well after midnight. There are so many memories here. So many sad memories.
Did you hear what she said about the cassette? That it arrived the morning after Hector Stiles died? It can't be true.
You know, it is very strange.
If we believe her, the recording would have been made by a dead man.
Maybe she's wrong about the tape recorder, the date it arrived.
Or she might be lying.
Why should she lie? She doesn't benefit by Hector's will. We have to find that cassette if it hasn't been destroyed. And in the meantime, don't tell anyone about what you've heard.
Someone else should know.
Not yet. Whoever made the recording, if they knew about it, you'd be in a great deal of danger.
But whoever took the recording must have guessed that I heard the message.
That's why I'm not leaving you alone.
Don't worry, Toon. I'll be all right.
Murdered men who make recordings, thieves that steal from under our very noses. I don't like it.
Oh, hi. I thought Clay was here.
Hi, Polly. He was here a little while ago, but he left.
Isn't he in his room?
No. I knocked on his door, but he didn't answer. It's so strange.
What's strange?
Clay's room is next to mine, and I'm sure I heard the closet door close. It makes a very loud noise. But when I knocked, he didn't answer.
I'm sure he's somewhere in the house. Or maybe in the garden.
I don't think so. I wish I'd never come to this dreadful town. Everybody thinks that Clay killed his uncle. I saw the way people in town looked at him. It's so unfair. Clay loved his uncle. He's been so upset. We were supposed to be married in a few months, but Clay will never marry me now. Not when people are saying he's a murderer.
I know it's been rough for you, Polly. Maybe we'll... You say you heard someone in Clay's room, but when you knocked, you didn't get an answer? That gives me an idea. Sally, stay here with Polly. I'll be right back.
Where is he going?
I'm not sure, but I have a pretty good hunch. You love Clay, don't you?
Oh, yes. He wanted me to go back home to London, but I'm going to stay right here. I know Clay didn't kill his uncle, and, well, I want to make sure that things get cleared up.
Was Clay in London when his uncle died?
Why, yes. Miss Wilson called Clay's hotel room and left a message. It was a Sunday afternoon.
Was Clay in London the week before his uncle died?
Yes. He was away for a few days, though. He went to register at the university for a summer session.
And did you hear from him during that time?
No. He was gone for 2 or 3 days.
Then it's possible that he went somewhere else, not to the university at all.
It's possible, but why do you ask? Do you think Clay may have been in Ackerman Falls?
I didn't say that.
I thought you and Tim were our friends. Instead, you're trying to build a case against Clay. You're like everyone else. Prying, asking questions, suspicious. No matter what, Clay, I will see this thing through.
What
this person?
No, it was too dark.
I'm going to call the police.
You can't. The phone was disconnected after Styles' murder.
What are we going to do? Somebody's trying to kill us.
There's a murderer in this house. I wonder why Mr. Holmes didn't hear the shots.
Well, I did take him to the library, and I understand it is soundproof.
Yes. Mr. Styles had it built so he could listen to his records without being disturbed.
I'll take you to your room, Miss Wilson.
Yes. I'd like to rest.
Where's Clay? Did you find anything in his room? This must be the cassette I heard. Where did you find it?
It was in his closet.
Then it was Clay who stole the tape.
I didn't want to believe he was the murderer. After all, we were pretty good friends.
He might be outside watching us. Oh, Tim, I'm afraid.
Don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you. Shh, I hear someone coming. Clay, where have you been?
Taking a walk. Is there any law against that?
No, but you could have entered through the front door, shot at Miss Wilson, and escaped through the garden again.
Shot at Miss Wilson? What are you talking about?
Clay's hurt. He's bleeding.
How'd you get that wound?
I was taking a walk in the garden, and someone called out. And that's all I remember.
We better take care of that.
I don't need your help.
Clay couldn't have done this to himself.
Oh no, murders have been known to wound themselves to throw off suspicion.
Thanks a lot.
What do you know about this cassette?
It must have come with the tape recorder I sent Uncle Hector. I sent him several classical music tapes.
Did you take this cassette from the recorder earlier tonight?
Of course not. What would I want with it?
You know, we just might be telling the truth, but I'm not taking any chances. Come on, Clay, let's have another look in your room.
Another look? Have you searched my room?
Yes, and we found that cassette in your closet.
But I put my things in the closet this morning, and there was no cassette there then.
Don't play dumb. The cassette was stolen from here a little while ago.
But I was in the garden.
Very convenient.
What's going on here?
I'll tell you about it later, Mr. Holmes. Clay and I are going upstairs to have a look in his room. Keep an eye on sound.
Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. We think Clay may have killed his uncle.
What? I don't believe it.
I don't want to believe it either, but... Say, you don't know that someone tried to kill Miss Wilson, do you?
What? This is terrible. Do you really think Clay could be a murderer?
The whole thing has me puzzled. I don't see why Clay would want to kill Miss Wilson. She doesn't benefit from Hector's will, does she?
No. Clay is the sole beneficiary.
Who would be the beneficiary if anything happened to Clay? Isn't it true that a man convicted of murder cannot inherit property from his victim?
Yes. I believe that's true.
Then someone might want us to think that Clay killed his uncle. Someone who would then inherit the Styles' fortune. Of course! Someone is trying to frame Clay for murder.
Don't let your imagination go too far.
The same person who tried to kill Miss Wilson because she knew the tape recorder didn't arrive until the day after Hector Styles' death.
How did you know that?
Miss Wilson told me. Her attacker didn't know it, though. He wanted to silence her before she ruined his plans.
That's hardly conclusive proof, Sally. After all, Styles may have owned a tape recorder of his own and made the recording before Clay's gift arrived. Why, he might have...
How did you know about the tape recording?
What tape recording?
The one made by Hector Styles. I was the only one who heard it. I told Tim about it, but he hasn't heard it. No one else has.
I heard it playing while I was in the library.
In a soundproof room? You said you didn't know anything about the attack on Miss Wilson. If you couldn't hear the shots, how could you possibly have heard the tape?
You're a very foolish young girl.
You shot at Miss Wilson, didn't you? You knew that if she remembered the exact date the tape recorder arrived, your trumped-up case against Clay would be useless. Miss Wilson told me you stayed here for 3 days after Hector Styles' death. When the tape recorder arrived, you keep the money for yourself.
That's nonsense.
It's so clear now. Hector Styles died a natural death after all. He was an old man. You knew that if Clay was convicted of his uncle's murder, he wouldn't receive the inheritance. And I'll bet that under Mr. Styles' will, you're the sole beneficiary after Clay.
You're making all of this up.
You made that recording. You knew old Mr. Styles so well, you could imitate his voice. You wanted everyone to hear him accuse Clay of murder.
I suppose you can prove that.
Yes, I can. If Clay had stolen the cassette accusing him of murder, he would have destroyed it immediately. You stole it and hid it in his closet to throw suspicion on him. You couldn't let anything happen to that cassette because it was the only proof you had against Clay Styles.
I'm not the only one who thinks Clay is guilty.
I'm sure you planted all of those rumors. You had a great chance to circulate gossip.
I hope you're not planning to tell everyone this foolish theory of yours.
I'm going to call Tim now.
I wouldn't advise that. You're pretty clever, Sally. I went to great pains to make that recording and placed the tape recorder in this room. I won't let anything go wrong.
You wouldn't dare kill me. Tim is with Clay now. If anything happens to me, he'll know Clay isn't the murderer.
That's a possibility. But Clay might have a confederate. Yes, a confederate. I can tell them that a strange man tried to steal the cassette. I fought with him well. The gun went off. An unfortunate accident. You were killed. The cassette will be saved, of course. I'll see that it's played in court against Clay Styles. You're wrong, Sally. I'm not the sole beneficiary, but I am the executor of Hector's estate. And if Clay is found guilty, there are many opportunities.
And you made that recording just to frame Clay.
Ingenious, don't you think? Any juror will render a guilty verdict when he hears the testimony of the murdered man. And Miss Wilson, she's such a nice woman. But I suppose I will have to dispose of her before the trial. An old lady. A fatal accident. Such a pity.
You won it.
Oh, but I think we have talked much too long. What are you doing? Put that down.
If you come near me, I'll burn this tape. And that will be the end of your case against Clay.
Put that down.
You should have kept this cassette, since it's the only shred of evidence you have against Clay Styles. Are you frightened?
I think we can come to an arrangement that will satisfy us both.
I'm afraid attempted murder isn't exactly my dish. I'll give you exactly 30 seconds to call Tim and Clay and tell them the whole story. Otherwise, this tape will go up in flames. You may kill me, but you'll never get the Styles fortune.
I've gone too far to be stopped, and I won't let you stand in my way.
He tried to kill me. He wanted to kill Miss Wilson, too.
Clay, take this bird to the library. I'll get the police and I'll be right back.
You got here just in time. How did you know?
Well, you know, I was upstairs with Clay and we were discussing the Styles recording and something clicked and we came right over.
Darling, you're a genius. And what timing?
I'm going to the police station. Want to come along?
Nothing doing. I wouldn't miss this auction for the world.
You know, you're really something. After all this, and you're still in it for the auction.
I'm thinking about our future, too.